So, as we are the meeting for the very first time, I would like you to introduce yourself. You know,
Yeah, okay. I am Abdul Kadir from Sindh, Pakistan, and currently I am pursuing my bachelor's in English literature. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I like to watch movies, TV shows in my free time. And apart from that, nowadays I'm having these kind of conversations to improve my English and to retain my fluency in English. So yeah, that is all about me. Now it's your turn.
right. Okay, so as you know, my name is Ron Madisya and I'm from India. And I have completed my graduation, after which, I just started, preparing for government examination. Along with that, I do run a YouTube channel, which is totally based on spoken English conversation. I, I just want to enhance my communication skills. That's why I created this channel. And of course, there are a lot of ways that we can find so many co-learners to enhance our communication skills without paying a single, rupees. That is why I have created this channel. And till then, I have done 30 sessions, and I think this is going to be my 34th season, I can say. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very similar to open a YouTube channel because any people who will watch the video definitely if a person that person wants to improve their English, they will definitely try to connect with you. They will try to approach you, and it's a very good way to have a conversation without paying penny. I would say because nowadays it's getting difficult. Mostly the students are trying to improve their English, and it's difficult for them. They can't afford apps that are premium app and they can connect with them. So I think this is very amazing platform where we can connect to each other and for free. So yeah.
Uh, we are not only here just saving our money, it is also very comfortable, I can say. You are sitting at your home, and according to your time, whenever you are free, you do the season one. You know, and the very most important things what I feel while doing season is that nobody is going to judge you. Like if you are doing a season, neither you will judge
Yeah.
me nor I will judge you. You know, because we both are have the same kind of mindset that we have to improve our English. And when I started doing season, before doing season, I was thinking to take some courses. I goes to some of the applications to for the season. Like there are some application like as fluency and hydro English Yari. They took so many, you know, so much money to give you the one season. It is like 200 Indian rupee for the one season, and 200 rupees for a season is very expensive, I can say. And for that reason, I think doing session like this, doing conversation like this is really helping a lot of people to feel the change that they want to uh, change in their communication skills. So as you mentioned that you are doing your bachelor in English, right?
English literature.
English literature. Okay. And you belong from the Pakistan sense. Okay. I think nowadays in Pakistan there is, I think election is going on, and I think today the result has we got it. So who won the election?
Actually, I haven't checked the results because I was actually studying. I am busy with my studies. Actually, I went, yesterday I casted my vote. So, see, there is this sign. So, I had some classes today and I had also some sessions planned. So, I was studying, I was busy with my studies. Then I had sessions planned. So, that was, I was busy. I didn't check the results yet.
So I think you are also a YouTuber. You also do session like this. So how many sessions have you done till yet?
Actually, I don't remember. Like, I didn't kept the count, but it would be around 35 to 40, or maybe 45. Yeah, this would be the
Oh,
yeah. These much sessions I have done only.
yeah, that's a good number. All right. So how did you learn English? And I can see that you are speaking wonderful English, with the fluency, the kind of, the grammar and other things. All the aspects are looking so good. So how did you learn? And what kind of things you have done in your past to reach at this level? Can you tell these things to the viewers?
Yeah, definitely. So, I was pretty, like, I'm not bragging in or anything, but I was a pretty intelligent student from my childhood. I was passionate about learning English. So, I was pretty, I was so good in grammar of English. So, you can say my grammar is because, I have learned with so passion from past. But when it comes to speaking, I have never spoken English. But since I have joined university and I'm doing English literature, so we are supposed to speak English in our classes. So we were speaking English. So I have got 50% of fluency while speaking in classes. But the thing was that it was was not enough, like it was not enough of time that we were speaking in classes, because we were only speaking English while we have to, answer something or ask questions, something like that. So I thought, why not, like to find I thought to find some ways which I can try to improve my English. So I was searching. It's been like 4 or 5 months that I have realized, to now I have to completely, get command over fluency, to get complete command over English language. So I searched on YouTube how to be fluent in English. So I was searching something related to English. Then there are some videos popped up on my YouTube homepage, these kind of sessions. So I thought, okay, people are like doing these kind of sessions to improve their English. Then I found email address of their particular people, and I approached them. Then from then I am having these kind of sessions, and I'm still approaching people. Now that I have also opened a YouTube channel, it's been like 15 or 20 days. So people are also approaching me. So I am having these kind of sessions. I'm trying to have at least 2 sessions in a day, but when I'm too much busy with my studies, then I take like 2 or 3 days gap in between. But other than that, I'm trying to have as many sessions as possible.
How much subscriber you have?
No, like I don't have much subscribers. It's around 40 to 45 because I have recently opened a YouTube channel. So yeah.
Okay, so are you thinking to become a YouTuber also? Like, look, if I frankly speak, then most of the people have the same purpose that they want to grow on the YouTube with their skills, and we all are here to gain so much subscriber and getting so much views so that we can earn easily. So, do you think your plan is the same? Do you want to become a teacher of English?
Yes, I do want to be a teacher of English, but when it comes to, as you said, like, do you want to grow on YouTube? I don't have that plan to grow on YouTube, because the reason that I have opened my YouTube channel is to because I upload my videos, because it kind of gets difficult, because I had so many sessions with so many different people, and they also upload the conversational videos they had with me on their channel, but it gets difficult to find those their channel after after like 4 or 5 days, because it gets difficult to remember their channel names. So it gets difficult for me to find their channel and find myself, to
Yeah.
see myself speaking and to see if I'm making any kind of mistakes. So the reason that I have opened my YouTube channel, so I can upload my videos, so it would be easily accessible to me, so I can watch any video of mine anytime. So that is why I have opened a YouTube channel. But like, as you said, if I'm growing on a YouTube channel, that would be like a cherry on the cake. I would definitely love that, but I don't have that plan, to be very honest.
Yes, there is no doubt. Who don't want to be famous? Really?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone wants to be famous.
What do you feel since you are doing this season? Do you feel this kind of conversation is really helping us?
Yeah, definitely. Like, in my first session, I felt a little bit nervous. I was uncomfortable, to be very honest. I was not feeling comfortable while speaking. And I also, it was like because of camera as well, I was not able to face the camera. So from that, like, it's been 2, 3 or months back that I had first session. And if I see myself, if I compare myself to now, I have, improved a lot. Like, my English has improved. I have overcome the hesitation. I became so much confident. Now I am pretty much comfortable with whom I'm talking. I can talk to anyone right now. And yeah, I'm pretty, as you can see, I'm making eye contact as well, because initially I wasn't do that as well. And now I'm comfortable on camera. So yeah, I think it helps a lot.
I think this kind of conversation videos has taught a lot of the newcomers or the new people who want to learn English better than those of the typical mindset of the teacher that we have faced in our schools, colleges. They only teach the grammar and not how to speak, how to face the camera, how to handle the new people, how to initiate our talk, and how to continue it. So these kind of stuff we are learning here while doing the practical. We are doing here the practical. We have not planned any topic, and we are doing the general discussion, and we are talking whatever comes in our minds. When I was
Yeah.
doing my first session, I was really very much nervous. My first video is there on my YouTube channel. It was before 4 months ago. When I was doing my first session, sometimes I feel that I am very much excited. Sometimes I feel that I am speaking very fast. So while watching that video again after 1 month or the 2 months, I realized that I have to work here. I have to try to eradicate this mistake or that mistake in this way or that way. So I work on myself, and after doing 3 months and 4 months, I realized that I'm slowly or gradually I'm getting improved. You know, So it will take a long time. There is not any place of, you can't say that you are perfect in English at the any stage of your life. You know, perfection has, you can't say that everyone is or anyone is perfect in this in one way. There is always a long way to go. Like if you are fluent enough, then you have to learn the accent. If you got the accents, the skills, then you have to work on your like grammar, idiom and phrases, and a lot of things are there in the English. That has no end. So what do you think, like the if the new people, if someone who is very new and who is watching this video right now, what should they do first? When I was in my early ages, when I was wanted to learn this language, when I was listening commentary of Virat Kohli or any kind of cricketer on the news channels, I wanted to speak like them. So in searching of finding the good things that how to learn English, I wasted my a lot of times in so many places. So what are the right things that a beginner should do, and what you have done, and what they should do? What can you suggest? Please let us know.
Yeah, definitely. I will definitely tell you. As a beginner, I think the beginners should try to, basically, they should clear their basic concept first to, to speak English, like the basic sentences, basic vocabulary. They should know at least the basic concepts of grammar or vocabulary. And after that, they should try to find a partner. And if they are not finding any kind of partner, then they should try to have these kind of sessions. So it will help them because, as we keep speaking, we will be able to speak fluently. And if we talk about our mother tongue, you see, we are speaking in our mother tongue with our people who are around us. So this way we can, speak our mother tongue without any hesitation. We speak without any mistake. So similarly, if
Yeah.
we want to learn any language, not only English but any language for that matter, we have to have an environment and the basic knowledge of that language. So they should try to have a basic knowledge and they should try to find someone. If they are not finding someone, they should have this kind of virtual conversation, I would say.
Right. And you have shared the very important lessons, very important points that any beginner should follow. Try to watch conversational video, try to be more and more practical. Like if you want to do speaking, just try to speak. If you want to be a good writer, just write. All right. Okay. So what do you think that in speaking, uh, really only the hyper English or only fluent speaking matters? Do you think body language and facial expression and other things also matter?
I think if we are talking in a professional setting, then the body language and facial expressions matters. But if you are in an informal setting, for example, you are with your friend, then I don't think the body language or facial expressions that much matter. But you are in a professional setting, like for example, you are in an interview or you are at your office, then definitely facial expressions are important. Body language is important because when you are talking to employee of the in the office that you are working, there is employee the if for example there is your boss, so you can't you can't make some sad expressions and talk to him. But if you are with your friend, you can make any kind of expressions with your friend, like they won't mind. But in professional settings, the facial expression, the body language matters.
Yeah. Do you think the news reporters and journalists are good at English, so we should follow them?
uh, Come again.
I said, should we follow the journalist? There are a lot of like BBC News and some of the other news channels where journalists speak English. Do you think it helps us? Because what I feel that sometimes I feel that they are very good at English, so we can learn a lot of things to them from them. Whenever there is a sad news, they slow down their voice. Whenever there is something which is full of excitement, they make their voice, the voice modulation, which is in speaking way matters a lot, I think. So they put their voice, with full of excitement, like bravo, what a match, or something like that. So do you think we should follow these kind of things? Or also, please, do you watch podcast? And if you watch podcast, please let me know. Do you think podcast helps in our communication skills?
Yes, definitely. I didn't like recently. I haven't been watching any podcast, but I have had watched just 2 or 3 videos of podcasts, and I think that would be really helpful for our communication because in podcast they speak on so many topics, and we can learn a lot of vocabulary as well. We can see how they are communicating each other and how they are like using words with like how they are framing a sentence. and we can learn a lot of things. And like you said about reporter, I want to tell you one thing about reporters. I think you don't know about it, but I know because I have seen the behind the scenes of reporters. What happens is that the news and whatever they are speaking, it is written on something, computer or something which is behind camera, and they are sitting here, and the camera is in front of them, and behind camera there is this written, so they just watch it, and then they just read it, and there is also written
yeah,
to slow down your voice, modulate your voice. So there is every instruction available. Whatever they say, there is everything is written on the, and there is green screen or something like that, TV screen like something, and everything is written. And when where they are sitting, there is some scroller where they can, scroll, and like this they can scroll, and the, wording will keep, scrolling, and they can read new sentences which they have to read. So I have seen the
yeah,
behind the scenes where I have seen some Pakistani and Indian as well as American uh,
yeah,
reporters there. I saw some vlog on YouTube and saw them like they were reading from the board which in which there was a script, and they were reading on it. So I think this way we
yeah.
can say, because of this, their English is good, and because, without any fumble they speak, because everything is written in front of them.
Yeah, it's true. I have also seen some of the videos. This is behind the scenes where they, read the news from back of the points where everything is written on the board. They just try to copy paste, try to use, but they maintain their facial expression so that the people who are watching this video cannot easily uh, know that they are trying to copy it. But yes, it's true that uh, whatsoever medium you are choosing to learn this language, try to be uh, consistent enough. Like when I was doing my 20 sessions continuously, and when I take a break of 3 months continuously due to some reasons, personal reasons, and when I come back to again to do the session, I feel there was lack of thoughts in my mind. Words, events, sentence structure wasn't making. I was not in flow as I was earlier. So these things happens when you stop doing session, when you stop doing practice, you are getting lose your fluency. It's something that I love cricket so much. I love watching cricket. No, just took the any player name. Just I took Virat Kohli name. They are very good at it. He has made 70 centuries. He have done all the things that is not possible for some people to reach at that point. Even then, he do practice daily. If you
Yeah.
learn something, then you shouldn't do practice. But still, he's doing practice. Why? Because once he lose practice, he's gonna he's gonna break his the consistent that he made from the past 15 years. So this is what I think the matters a lot. When you do practice on the daily basis, you don't need to think about the sentences or anything. It comes subconscious way. So
Yeah,
it was
because
nice.
yeah, because
Please
as you
say.
mentioned that when you don't use it for some a long time, you lose it. Because it is very true. Because our mind is habitual of something. Because we give our mind something that is repeating itself. So we get a lot of thoughts. We speak so fluently, but we like take a break for like 2 or 3 months. That is very long. Then we get like habituated to something else. So our mind kind of forget it that we used to speak English. So when we speak English after like a long gap, we forget something. We face like we think that we are lacking, like we are lacking in speaking, and we will like we will also feel hesitation when we speak after a long time. And also there is also a saying that use it or lose it, you know
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah. And also there is also another saying, practice makes man perfect. So we have to keep practicing, to achieve anything that we want to achieve.
Yeah, I think practice really matters a lot, and I think while doing practice only we can improve. Actually, my mother has come. Okay, actually, my mother has come, and he told me something to do that. Sorry. Yes, practice something I think really matters a lot. As you mentioned already that you are a college student, and how you consistent
University.
was just because of the yeah. You are a university student. Sorry. So, are you also planning to do after BA? You want to plan your masters in English?
Like it's the degree that I'm doing is equivalent to master's degree.
Okay. In Pakistan, it has something different. Like you are
Yeah,
in a
see,
graduation, right?
yeah. So
Bachelor's. You are in a
see,
bachelor.
Yeah, so there is this degree BSc, BA. If you are doing that, then you can pursue masters. But if we are doing a bachelor's degree, that is equal to master's degree. So it is equal to master's degree. You can say that I'm also doing masters in English.
So it is only, I think, applicable in Pakistan and not in India. Because in India, if you want to say yourself that you have done master in any subject, then you have to also spend 2 more years. Like in bachelor, generally most of the people who belong from the arts background, they spend their 3 years. And if you
4 years.
want to do your bachelor's in like any technical field like BTech and something, then you have to spend your 4 years. And if you want to do your master, then from separate you have to give your 2 years. So I think in Pakistan the things are different. But yes, whatsoever it is. So, what do you think? Like, there are a lot of things is going on in the social media and on the any kind of platform. I am not going to take any name like Twitter or any other that like India, Pakistan, and there are lots of uh, discrimination or violence or whatever it is. But I don't find while talking with any Pakistani, I don't find any kind of thing that there is something in the people's heart. I think it is something that whatever the fake news or misconceptions about the Indian or the Pakistani, it is spreaded by the leaders and not by the peoples of any country. Because there was a time when we were one, when we were united, when we are in one nation, and now we are different. So we have not changed, but the leaders changed, but the country changed. So how do you see all these things?
Yeah, I think it is a useless thing that people are believing media, social media, because I think leaders, as you mentioned about leaders, yeah, definitely leaders are not good. Because of leaders, everyone is suffering. Apart from that, media is also one of the biggest reason, because they are, how do I say, providing false news, is whether it is in India or in Pakistan, I would say. So I think people should do their own research. They should educate themselves. Then they try to make perception about people. So I think I am talking to you and you are talking to me. We are from different countries, India and Pakistan, and you can see that how we are, like, you must have understood by personality, and so do I have understood. So I don't think any kind that we have heard in media or social media. I don't find anything in you that the thing that we have learned about Indians learned about Pakistanis. So I don't think there is something anything like that. I think media is the one and the leaders are the one, I would say, who are doing this.
I think I think we can feel the connection that we are talking with each other while there is nothing like that in the minds. But yes, social media and this kind of stuff is not very much true. If someone who is not educated, they easily believe on the fake news or any rumors that is uh, no matters whether it is from the Pakistan or from the India. But nowadays also I can see that a lot of people are awareing just because of the internet and the fast forward 5G network that in every country it is possible to get lots of data in a very few money. And now we are reading, now we are watching podcasts, now we are spreading love, and I think things would be changed, and we will be more happier than ever we were. So let's happens whatever is happening, and we shouldn't be divided by hurt.